Hello traders, welcome to another trading interview, this time with one of our series FTMO traders, Victor from New York in the United States. Welcome Victor.
Welcome, Peter. Thank you for having me.
Well, so thank you to having you on today. And guys, for those who are listening us for the first time, FTMO is a serious company that actively searches for trading talents because we have developed a unique two-step evaluation process that consists of FTMO challenge and verification phase. And once you pass this two-step evaluation process, you'll be offered a unique placement in our proprietary trading company. And that is why we have Victor here, because Victor is really good trader. He right now has one FTMO account with $100,000 and he had a really good profit, a really amazing profit of $8,000. Great result, congratulations again. So I would like to say who you are, man. From where did you come?
Thank you. So my family is Dominican, so I am born and raised in New York though. So I come from a Hispanic family.
Okay.
But right now I am living in North Carolina. I'm not in New York. I just got out of the military. I was a previous United States Marine. And that's what got me into trading. You know, when my contract was about to be done, I didn't know, what was I going to do after. I didn't want to go back to a 9-to-5 job, having to, wake up early, have a boss and all these things. And one of my friends had introduced me back then, not to exactly forex, but to binary options, which is kind of similar, but it's way different animals. And I made some money in binary options, and I was introduced to forex. They told me, hey, if you're doing this, because I was making money. I made around like $5,000 in binary options. That was my biggest profit.
Nice.
And they told me, if you're doing this in binary options, let me show you what forex can do. And I blew my first account like the first week.
I get it.
It was crazy. But
well,
after that, it was.
Before we are going to talk about the trading and the forex, please tell me more about the Marine Corps.
So yeah, the Marine Corps. I joined the Marine Corps when I came out of. Well, I dropped out of college halfway through college. Because I was a baseball player. I got injured. I couldn't continue playing. And, baseball was the thing that motivated me to stay in college and keep doing college. And when I wasn't able to keep playing, I was like, you know what, I'm not going to keep doing this because I'm not going to keep playing. So I joined the Marine Corps.
Why?
Well, my dad used to be in the Army. My dad used to be in the Army. And it's funny because we were having this conversation one day, and he always told me like I wouldn't make it through the Army. I'm like, I don't want to go to the Army. Like you don't want to go to the Army because you will never make it through the Army. And I'm like, okay. But he used to say like in joke, not like really mean it. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna join the Marine Corps, which is 3 times harder. And I joined the Marine Corps. I liked it. It's something that I was in a period of time in my life where, I wasn't playing baseball, so I was physically not active anymore. When I wasn't comfortable, so I wanted to do something different that get me back active, get me back to the lifestyle I had. And I actually had a great time. I had a great time. I met, lifelong people, amazing people, and brothers that are still brothers for me till this day.
Great to hear. So you just wanted to show your dad that you have the guts, that you can do it?
Well, not only for that, that was something that put my eye into it. Because, like, what are you talking about? Like, you tell me that's something you can't tell me. They'll never tell me I can't do something.
Great. And those brothers from Army, are those also the guys who introduced you to forex, or those are?
No, it was actually one of my friends from college. He introduced me to I Am Academy. I don't know if you're familiar with it. And that's where I started, but after that, I got out and I took my own way and, made it happen.
Okay. And he's right now trading as well?
Yes, he is trading. He is trading as well.
Forex as well?
Yes, he trades forex as well with me.
And with FTMO?
He does have an account with FTMO.
Wow, great. So you are probably a lot discussing something together, right?
Yes. We always, we always trade together. We always, hey, what do you think about the setup? Okay, we analyze together and we take trades together.
And do you have same strategy or similar one?
We have similar strategies. He has his own way. I have my own way. Everybody has their own strategy, their own ways. But we take both points and compare if we have confluence on his strategy and my strategy, and tell you that way.
So you started as a binary option trader, let's say, and then you try to open some account that you blown away, and then you started to pass the FTMO challenge.
Yeah. So it was funny. So the story was funny because in binary options, I didn't know about forex. Binary options, you just support resistance, sell resistance, buy support. That's it. And it's like 2-3 minute trades.
Yep.
And the $5,000 that I made from there, I started in forex. I'm like, I'm gonna transfer this to a broker, and I'm gonna start doing forex. And this is the funny part. The first trade I took, it was an NFP day.
Okay.
I had no idea what NFP was. My first week trading forex, and I'm like, okay, this is a good gold setup. I ran into gold on NFP, and it was terrible. I took the trade and it just 830 hit.
How many trades did you open?
I opened only one trade.
Okay, but really big one.
But it was a 5-lot trade on gold on a $5,000 account. So yeah, it was
with no stop loss, no take profit. Just let's open
nothing,
it and let's.
I'm just like, this is what I used to do in binary options. It hit support, I'm buying.
Okay.
And it was gone.
Okay. So.
But yeah.
So you did.
Then I got into a course. After I lost that money, I was like, okay, I need to calm down. I took a course. I was introduced to this amazing guy, Q Banks, which I took his course, and everything changed from there. Everything on my trading took a whole nother level from there.
Great. And do you implement something from the binary options in the forex trading right now? Some strategy things or something?
I mean, in binary options, it was no strategy. It was just indicators, and that's the reason why I left the community I was in before, because it wasn't price. It was just based on what an indicator told you, and sooner or later I figured out that it was the wrong way of trading. So it was a way different way of trading.
So making $5,000 was just sheer luck?
I would say yes and no. I would say yes and no, because it was just simple things like Bollinger Band, support resistance, and luckily for me, I guess on because binary options is very, very risky. If binary traders is very high risk. It's 1-2 minute trades, you win or you're lost.
Yeah, snipers, guys.
Yes.
Okay,
but
cool.
Yeah.
And tell me more about how did you learn to trade?
So, like I said, after that happened to me, the first week of trading forex, then I decided, I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna, I have 6 months left, well, 5 months left before my contract is done. I'm gonna, and invest in my education. So I took a course, and I put in the time, and I made it happen, and great things are happening.
And you started on demo account, right?
No, I actually never traded demo account.
Okay.
I started, just doing 0.1, 0.05.
Okay.
And, until I took the rhythm of it, because my mentor told me, don't get used to demo. Even if you have to start just 0.01, just do it like that. It's better, to be trading live.
And how did you find out about FTMO?
So it was funny too, because I was after I after I lost that amount of money, I didn't have a lot of money saved up.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, damn, I want to trade, but I don't want to be trading these 0.01s no more. I need a good amount of capital, where I can trade. And that's when one of my friends introduced me to FTMO.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me, okay, you just have to do this. They have their rules and regulations. And you're going to be able to have $100,000 to trade. I'm like, wait, what? You're telling me I just have to do this to this and I'll get $100,000 to trade? You're like, yeah. I'm like, I didn't believe him. At first, I didn't believe him. I'm like, this is probably a scam or something. But you know what? How much? What is it? What is it to lose? Let's try it, right? And yeah, we made it happen.
Great, and congrats again for you.
I'm actually trading a second challenge, which is almost done right now on the same account. Another $100,000 account with you, and I have another $100,000 account with another company also.
Okay, but when you are trading right now in the second FTMO challenge phase, you are trading on demo, right? So how different it is the trading right now in the FTMO challenge and in the FTMO account?
For like I said, for me is no different because I never traded demo. Like from beginning, I never traded demo, and basically the same.
Cool. That's
basically the same.
That's the right way. You should.
Yeah. So I don't feel any different type of way. As long as my risk management is on key, I don't have to worry about it.
Great to hear. I cannot wait to see your strategy. Can you show me something?
For sure. So the last trade I took, I trade strictly Gbp pairs, mostly Gvp Jpy. And this is one of the last trades I took up here at this at this level. I'm gonna show you why right now. So the first thing I saw, we were obviously on an uptrend. We were just pumping up really high, and I never want to go against the trend. So it's pretty simple. I just trade price action, market structure. I don't use any indicators but a moving average, 50 moving average in my chart. Just to give me confluence sometimes of dynamic support or resistance. But I don't take trades, based on the moving average. It's just there to give me an extra point of confluence. So when I seen this this higher high, right? Higher low, higher high. I was expecting this level to be retested. I was expecting this previous level of resistance to be retested as support. And all I wanted to see was a candle to wick down and come back up and close on top. When I'm very patient, I most of the time wait for the 4 hour to close, either 1 a.m., 5 a.m., 9 a.m., and very rarely like at 9 at night at Asian session. I hate trading Asian session. It's just crazy.
Yes.
So when this, okay, my bad. So when this candle came down, when this candle came back down to this level, and I seen it exactly what I wanted to see, which was wick and come straight back up and close over this level, I took my buys and I targeted this high. Stops under my wicks. Wait, I got it opposite way. Yeah. So I took these buys and targeted stop loss under this wick and targeted this high. It was a 30-minute entry, I believe. No, it wasn't. It was a 15-minute entry. Yes.
So you are using multiple time frame analysis most of the time.
Yes, multiple time frame analysis. And I had this line right here. So as soon as I seen these highs being broke again, as soon as I seen this 4 hour close on top of these highs, like I didn't hesitate. I just took my buys, and this thing just came a little bit of drawdown, but flew straight up.
Nice. Risk reward 2, right?
Yes, double my risk. Risk reward was Yes,
Mm-hmm.
double my risk basically. That's what it. And right now, I was actually looking at it because if you see GJ, this is live right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you see GJ, we made this head and shoulder pattern right here, reversal pattern, and I was gonna take these sales, but I did. It was a lot of ranging. It was a lot of indecision in price at this level. So all I wanted to see was it to complete the move, complete the head and shoulder pattern,
Mm-hmm.
and wait for the retest on the neckline, which is doing it right now. So this is live market.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that has me concerned about this is that this level right here is a previous daily resistance that can be a continuation to the upside on this level.
Okay.
That is it. And so basically that's I just trade pure price action, pure zones. I draw trend lines here and there, and no indicators in my chart. I used to have indicators like I said before, but when I it just confused me a lot. Like sometimes you have an indicator telling you one thing when price is telling you another thing. You have a overbought RSI on a great buy opportunity. You have an oversold RSI on a great sell opportunity. And these are things that might affect your decision making. When it's time to click sell or buy. So I just look at price. That's really all you need.
And what confirmation would you need right now to execute a trade?
To execute this trade. So I seen this 4 hour. I seen this 4 hour candle. So what I want to see is this next 4 hour candle that closes in 3 hours. I want to see this candle.
And I will just ask, the 4 hour is for you the most important time frame?
Yes, the daily and the 4 hours where I look at structure.
Okay.
So right now I can see we're creating. Right now I can see we're creating bearish structure. Right, we're creating lower highs, but I am concerned that we just rejected this level, which is a daily previous support, previous resistance, and we rejected it as support. So we can take these risky sells, back to this point to make this double bottom and take it back to the upside. But for me to take these sells, I want to see this next 4 hour wick either come up and close under, and then give me a little 15 or 30 minute bearish confirmation, bearish candle, and take it to this level again. And after this level, I would wait. I would definitely take profits, and I would wait to see if we're gonna keep going, breaking this level, and then just wait for retest confirmation and keep taking it down to the downside until price shows me that we're ready to go back up. But we are pretty bullish. If you look at the higher time frame, we are pretty bullish.
We're still bullish.
So yes, we are going up, but we are creating bearish structure, and we are respecting this previous support, which is now respecting as resistance. You can see for 8 straight hours, price has not been able to break this zone right here. So yes, I'm waiting on this trade, very patiently. I like to wait on 4 hour closure. That's been something that is key for me. Wait for 4 hour closure. I even have a sticky note in front of me says, patience, wait for 4 hour closure.
And why do you focus on GBP and mostly on Gvp Jpy?
Because it's a volatile pair. It moves fast. It's not like Euro USD or AUD USD where you can be in that trade for 2-3 days to catch 60 pips. You know what I'm saying? GJ gives you 100 pips in 2 candles on 1 candle sometimes, when it's going crazy. That's why I've been looking at gold too. I've been back testing gold. Haven't been going too hard on it because, I just started trading gold. And it gives a lot of pips. Gold is another pair that
it moves a lot.
Not a pair, actually, a gold that gives a lot of pips and fast. I like the volatility. A lot of people are scared of the volatility. I love the volatility because I trust my analysis. And my risk to reward is on point, so I don't have to worry about over leveraging and doing dumb stuff.
And US 30 is also very volatile. It moves a lot a day. That's why you
Yes,
have it there too?
yes, US 30. I haven't been into US 30.
Uh-huh.
I've been looking at it. I've been
Mm-hmm.
back testing it. But I still haven't been into US, like taking trades. US. I took one trade, a small position on US 30
Mm-hmm.
like 2 months ago. But I'm focused on GJ right
Mm-hmm.
now because it's the pair that's been making me
Mm-hmm.
money. It's the pair that I've been back testing. It's the pair that I've made
Yes.
this relationship with, and since day one, that's the pair I picked
Mm-hmm.
because of the volatility and how great structure. How you can see structure on GJs. I just like it, and yeah,
Well, well,
since
well, for me, it's better to focus on something, one, two, and then just look at it every day, because then you
yeah.
will get used to it. You will know what is happening through the whole year with this one, exactly with this one. But to check 10, 15 instruments, that's something that I'm not good at it. And
Yes.
but I'm not saying it can work. Of course it can, and some people are really making profits, but from me it's not the right way.
Yes. So yeah, GJ is the most one that I focus on.
Hmm.
GU I don't actually trade it. I just have it there because sometimes GJ and GU move similar. They
Yeah,
have
correlations.
correlations. So I just have it there to see if I have some sort of correlation on a
Hmm.
setup that I'm waiting on GJ.
Hmm.
And then I take a look at GU to see, what it's doing, see if it's
Hmm.
correlating with my setup. But I don't trade it.
Hmm.
I did have a GBP channel.
Hmm.
Um, I've barely had any trades on GBP, but I'm liking this setup right here that I'm
Hmm.
actually waiting for. We have a strong daily support on this zone, and we have this channel which would give me confluence, channel touch, daily support, and then I would just have to wait for a bullish confirmation. You can see I have my alarm set.
Yes.
When price hits this zone,
Do you
and it
do
starts
you use
bullish.
limit orders for this?
I do not.
No.
Sometimes I do.
Hmm.
If I see price come down and wick this whole area, and then close on top on the 4 hour, and price gives me a push to the upside, then I would set a buy limit down here, which is
Hmm.
something one of my mentors showed me too. You wait for price to close on top, you push to the upside, and then you'll be able to set a buy limit because price
Hmm.
loves to retest the zone that it just pushed from. Price just loves to retest. Liquidity traps happen every time, or sometimes I just take the bullish confirmation and then I set a limit order here too because most likely price is gonna come back and retest
Hmm.
this
Hmm.
level, and then before it shoots back up.
Hmm.
Especially GJ. GJ loves to
Yes.
retest. If you trade GJ, GJ loves
Hmm.
to retest and grab liquidity and take your money.
And you started to talk about the backtesting. So can you tell me something more?
About back testing.
Yes, yes. How did you? Why did you choose the GBP, and how hard was the backtesting before you start really actually trading?
Oh yeah, back testing. It wasn't that it was hard. I back tested a lot because
Okay.
I knew what I wanted, and I knew I had to put in the work, to make it happen. So I would back test all night.
Mm-hmm.
All night I would fall asleep in the charts and wake up the next day, sleep a few hours, go back in the charts. Because when your back is against the wall, you make things happen.
Hmm.
So I
Interesting
fell I
thought.
fell in
Mm-hmm.
I fell in love with the charts,
Mm-hmm.
and when you like what you do is you don't feel like it's hard for you.
Mm-hmm.
You just I think the hardest part for me was that first week of trading. Just going straight into NFP the first
Hmm.
week. Unfortunately for me, after that, I haven't had
Hmm.
like big losses like that again. I surrounded myself with the right people that showed me the way,
Hmm.
and I don't make those kind of mistakes no
Hmm.
more. Over leveraging, none of that. It's
But
just take your trade, trust your strategy. That's it.
to make mistakes is a really good approach, And to
Yes.
have first trade on NFP, I believe that's a college.
Oof, that was.
That's
Yeah,
that
I
your
think I made the
college has been
worst.
finished, and now you know what does this mean.
Yes, it was really tough. But yeah, I was actually let me show you.
Uh-huh.
Said we can back test a little where I got destroyed. This is a trade I got destroyed like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it was right. It was down here.
It's been ranging there.
Yeah, GJ was down here.
Uh-huh.
I got destroyed on GJ. So I had this analysis on GJ. You know, we were creating lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, right? So I was bearish on GJ. You can see we had bearish structure. So I was expecting price to come back to the zone and respect again structure and pull down to the downside.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when price came up here,
Hi.
I got
Hi.
okay
You.
at this level, I got desperate. That's
Mm-hmm.
when that's when I put my rule of I am waiting for 4 hour closure before I get in my trades. So GJ got to my level,
Mm-hmm.
and as soon as it got to my level, and I seen that, I took the sell, and that's not my setup. You know, I want to see a candle wake up to the upside and come straight back down. So I took this sell, and obviously I could have taken those pips. I didn't. You know, I was expecting it to drop at least to the support.
Mm-hmm.
You know, back to the support. Wait, I don't think it was that setup. I know I got destroyed here. I know I got destroyed for sure. Yeah. Yeah. So here it was. It got rejected and made this.
Yes.
I took it on the second one. Yeah, right
On
here.
this one. Yes.
This is where I took it. This bearish engulfing candle. When it started breaking these lows, I expected it could come back to the side and just got obliterated. But it is what it is.
Yes. You cannot win always.
Yeah. That was like 2 weeks ago. That was way longer than that. Like 2 weeks ago. But other than that, you know, just pure price action, market structure.
Yes.
That's it.
And what about your daily trading routine? Do you have some?
So my daily trading routine,
Or just your some daily routine, you know?
So I wake up, I read a book,
Okay.
I eat something. Well, first of all, I wake up and I drink a bottle of water.
Nice.
I'm up
That's
all
healthy.
night, you know.
That's healthy.
Yes, especially me, I'm up all night, you know. As soon as Asian session hits, you know, I come to the charts, set up my alarms, my alerts on the zones that I'm waiting for price to hit. As soon as until I hear my alarm in my phone, like, okay, GJ is at this level or this pair is at this level, I don't get in the charts. I don't get in the charts. I used to be in the charts all day. Like I used to, okay, as soon as I woke up, I would just look at every single candlestick, 5-minute candlestick.
I know this.
And it was a point where I'm like, okay, I need to calm down. Like I gotta stop doing this. You know, and I started setting alerts on the chart. You know, okay, I want price to be at this level. I would set an alert, and I would just go, you know, go to the gym, do something else. I would backtest a lot on the weekends. You know, I don't backtest as much right now. I do still backtest because you still have to, you know, keep up, stay sharp, but not like before where it was like hours and hours and fall asleep in the charts. Right now, I just set alerts where I want to see price. You know, look what price is telling me, what structure are we in, and wait for that 4-hour closure, wait for the confirmation, retest.
Great.
Take the trade and trust your analysis. Oh, another thing is I stopped putting my trades to break even because that's the amount of times I got broke even. It's insane. Like if I set a stop loss, it's because I understand that there's a possibility that price is going to come up here, either grab liquidity or just fluctuate. You know, and I would be like 25 pips in profit, and I would set my stops to break even because I see a lot of traders do it. And I haven't been trading for long. I've been trading since February this year, forex specifically. I've been trading for 6, 7 months now. And the amount of times I got broke even, it was insane, and it was getting irritating. And then I would get break even, and then the price would melt or fly the way I wanted it to go.
And to move with your stop loss to break even, well, I say that's a new trade. That's an execution of a new trade, because it is not the first setup that you just watch from the structure. You just move your stop loss, you just move your take profit, but then when the price moves in your direction and you move your stop loss to break even, that's a new trade from my point of view. That's why you just got hit out.
Yes. So most likely, right now I don't do that. I really don't. I just let it rock. I just let it rock, and if I see prices telling me, okay, we might reverse, then I'll just close, and whatever profit I have, I don't put it to break even. It's gonna either hit TP or hit, because when I'm in drawdown, I don't close the trade. I let it hit stop loss. So why would I, put a break even or take partials? That's something I don't do. I respect every trader that does it. But I don't take partials, because when you're in drawdown, you don't take partial losses. You just let it hit stop loss. So why would you do it when you're winning? And then people would say my risk to reward is great, but you're taking 80% of your position at 1-to-1. So you're taking 1-to-1s all day, and you're letting 20% rock to TP2, TP3, but you're actually only making 1-to-1, or maybe a little bit more cash with that 20% that you're leaving on your open position. And everybody has their own strategy. For some people it does work. It all depends on how you execute it. But me personally, I don't like taking partials. If I feel like I have to take partials, it's because I feel like market can reverse. So I'd rather just close my whole position and take my profits.
Great. Okay, can you show me your results in client area?
Yes, for sure. Can you see my screen here?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so this is the last statement I had. This is where I got the $8,000.
So win rate 72, RRR 1.2, really nice stats there.
Yeah, so I didn't have like one big trade where all my profits. You can see my profits are, basically the same: 800, 900, 1,000, 2,000. I always try to keep my losses way smaller than my wins, and that's what helps me a lot.
It seems that you have like 0.5% of the risk always, right? But there is like 16,000, 1,600. Why is that?
So I upped the lots, as you can see. I upped the lots on the bigger ones, because I compound the account. As I knew, the FTMO account starts at 100,000, but you don't want to risk 3% right away when you're at 100,000. So what I do is I take smaller positions. Say I start with 2, 3 lots, for example, just to put a number there, and then I would build some capital. Say I get $800 from that trade, and then I would say, okay, now I can put 4 lots. Start compounding my account.
Okay.
And I will get a trade, and then say I end up losing that, then I would regulate my risk again. Now, if I end up getting a good profit, that's what happened here. I ended up getting a good profit, and I was able to okay, now I can, instead of 4 lots, I can drop 6 lots on this sell. Because if I end up losing, I'm only going to lose profits. My account is not going to go negative. So that's how I do it.
But
I compound my account.
It's not a consistent view on risk. Because if there was like 500, 600, okay, but when was there like 1,600 loss right there?
Okay, yes, right here. So what was? This was gold. Yep.
Okay.
This was gold. This was U.S. dollar, red news, New York session. I believe so. Yes.
Yes.
I know this was news because I do remember this trade. Um, this was slippage. It was not supposed to be that
Okay.
far,
Okay. Okay.
and I got
That
gold
is
just made a
understandable.
gold just made a huge spike, and my stop loss was supposed to be way earlier, and it just
Slippage.
and
I
yeah
know
ended
this.
up and ended
Okay.
up taking twice what it was supposed to take. So
Okay, so sorry for my part. So it seems that you are consistent.
yeah, so yeah, that was slippage. As soon as I seen gold, I remember that trade. Yeah, gold. I remember
Cool.
that. I'll never forget it.
And how about the symbol analysis below? Can you show me what symbols you
Okay.
trade?
Mostly.
Yes, the Gvp Jpy, as you told, and
Yeah,
Gbp
mostly
USD,
JPY.
USD Jpy as well.
I did take a few USD JPY trades. Let me see if I remember. I do. It was a sell. It was a counter trend trade. It was actually very risky. Where was it? Tell you that right. Oh, it was this trade. I remember it. It was this trade right here. So yes, it was a 15-minute setup or a 30-minute. No, it was a 30-minute setup. Yes. So I seen this. All right. Let me not lie to you.
Yes.
USD JPY. Here it is. So price was 111.83. Yes. So it was this one. 111.83. 111.83. So as soon as we broke these lows, I took this sell. 111.83 right here. You know, stops were over this wick, and I believe I took it down here. USD JPY. Downside, yep. So it was simple, you know. I seen this was a this was a weekly. Yeah. So we had a strong weekly level here. I knew we would have some reaction down here. I knew we would have some reaction down here at least for a good 40-50 pips, because we were bullish. You know, we were bullish at the moment. We were a strong push to the upside. So I knew we were about to retrace at least for a good amount of pips for me to take a trade. I really don't like counter trend trading, but I saw the opportunity. You know, I seen these lows breaking, and we had the closure under, and I actually got in on the retest. Once we broke lows and it came and retested, I came in onto the 5 minutes, and I seen this retest, this reversal pattern on the 5 minute right there, and I got in. As soon as I got in, this thing just bleeded down.
Yes.
So it was a good counter trend trade. I usually don't counter trend trade, and I don't recommend it.
Nice.
But I saw the setup. You know, it was there.
Nice. Wow, great to see.
It was a nice double top too. Yes.
Great to see. You are a really good analyst in trading. Amazing.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's go for our last part for our interview, and let's talk about your future. Okay, tell me, what are your plans? Where do you see yourself in the future?
I see myself like really. I see myself really far. Like
nice. More. Tell me more.
Of course, you know, especially, you know, with the how can I tell you this? So my family, I was that member in my family where everybody was counting on me. You know, I was gonna be the big baseball player. You know, I had many major league teams looking at me. I was supposed to sign a professional contract, and I got injured. You know, when I got injured, I went through depression. I lost like 80 pounds in a month, and you know, all these different type of things. And I always had that thing inside of me where I owe to my family. You know, I owe to my family and everybody that believed in me, you know, and helped me, you know, when I needed some cleats or needed a glove or food or whatever I needed, protein, you know, and I couldn't make it happen, you know, even though it wasn't my fault. And I understand it now, but back then as a 16, 17-year-old, you know, that's not what I was thinking. You know, I let everybody down. And I feel like this is the opportunity, you know, this is the skill set that I've learned here, and what I still I'm gonna keep learning, obviously, because you never stop learning. This is the opportunity. Like, I feel like God gave me the opportunity to, okay, here it is, to give back whatever you want to give back to whoever you want to give back. And that's the main thing for me. For me, it's not about the money. It's way bigger than the money. For my kid, for example, I have a 5-year-old kid.
Mm-hmm.
And for my family that, believed in me one time, and I couldn't make it happen, unfortunately. But I believe this is the way that it's going to happen, and I will make it happen.
And I believe that you will grab this opportunity and you will grow as much as possible.
I will. Thank you, Peter.
And do you have some enlightenment to our traders so that they can grow as well as you?
Just don't quit. Don't quit. Keep going. Things are going to happen. The market is the market. And one thing I can tell you is trust in your strategy. Believe in your strategy, but don't believe in the market. Like, at the end of the day, we just make decisions based on whatever price is showing us. But the market doesn't care about our analysis. So if the market makes money available to you, take the money. Don't be greedy. Don't play that greed game, because I got stuck in that on the first few months that I started trading. Don't play the greed game. If you hit TP, just take your money. Don't be like, oh, this can still drop 100 more pips, and then you end up breaking even. Don't take your money, and don't quit. That's the biggest thing. Because I know I had that feeling, that first loss I took. You take big losses and you're like, damn, like, I don't know if this is for me. Should I apply for a job and this and that? Like, don't. If you took a step towards freedom, because this is freedom, right? If you took a step towards freedom, don't take a step back to go to a 9-to-5 job.
Yep.
Stop making excuses and make it happen. That's all I can say.
Great. Thank you so much for this. And what did you say to others about FTMO?
FTMO, man, I can literally say FTMO changed my life. Because at the moment that I was introduced to FTMO, I didn't have the capital, to say I can quit my job. I didn't have the capital to say I can trade full time and pay my bills, because I didn't have $100,000 to put into a trading account, to be able to say I don't need to work. And when I got introduced to FTMO and I made it happen, and I had my first pay now, I'm like, okay, like, this is real. Like, I don't have to worry about all this. If you don't have a vaccine, you can't. Like, I have cousins that were fired from their jobs, police officers, firefighters, just because they couldn't have a vaccine, and they are now trading, and they don't have to worry about all these crazy things going on in the world, because it's you and the charts, and that's it. Nobody else.
Great. Well, many thanks for your points of view on trading, and many thanks for you to be here. I'm so proud to have you here, and I believe that you will grow as much as possible, as I said earlier, and I'm again so proud to hear that you can prosper, even that you couldn't prosper in the baseball career. So I believe that you can make it here. I trust you. And I have one special advice for you. Remember that if you want to beat the market, then just remember, the market will never give up. Will never give up. Do you have any last words?
No, just thank you for having me, and big things are coming. I appreciate you having me here.
And that's FTMO.